Yeah, perfect. Hello and welcome to this webinar with the current topic about the new line arrangement in DIALux Evo 9. I hope you are well, and I'm glad to see that we have a big number of registrations here for this topic, so thank you very much. My name is Ariane, and I'm a trainer at DR since 2015. And at this point, I also would like to say thank you to Artemide, because of the sponsoring, we can have this webinar here for you. And let's start with the schedule. I want to introduce in the first step what I want to show you here today in this round about 30 minutes. So I will present you the new line arrangement and show you the use case directly in the project of an office. You see it here also on the right. And after that, I want to go in the documentation to show you the luminaire arrangement there, because you have the information about the different arrangements, and you can also give the information to your client or customer. And after that, I want to have a closing round, answer questions that have not been answered then. I will give you an overview about the new version DIALux Evo 9.1. So I'm glad to say that we will publish this version in August. And we have a prize draw from Artemide. Then there I have also some information for you. Okay. Before I start, I want to say that we have a live chat during this webinar. So two colleagues of mine or of DI, we have are here available during this webinar, and they will answer your questions. You can write it here in the box for the questions. And we have also two colleagues from Artemide, so they are also available during this chat, and you can answer. You can write your questions also in this box for them. That's Mr. Reimer. He's head of the lighting design department, and Mr. Rommerskirchen, he is from the marketing department. So you can also write questions to the products or some questions round about the lighting design. So they are also available. Thank you.
Best greetings from Brandenburg. We wish you a lot of fun with Ariane.
Yeah. Okay, so before I start, I want to ask you, so how long have you been working in the lighting branch? Less than 1 year, between 1 and 5 years, or more than 5 years? Okay, so it's very interesting, I think. So we have 9% less than 1 year. So I'm glad that you also are interested in DIALux Evo. Thank you very much in that case here. 32% between 1 and 5 years, and nearly 60% more than 5 years. So that's very good. Me too. I have 15 years experience in the lighting branch, and it's still exciting. I think it's very interesting. Okay, good. So that we can go forward. I will introduce you the project. In that case, here we have an office building, and I will go in the second story here in this part with this office. The foyer is also created here with some luminaires from Artemide that I will show you a little bit later. I will go first here in this office, and we need some luminaires here. I will show it in that case. I have prepared this room with the track system. So from Artemide, this 8.24 system. So you can use it recessed or surface mounted, pendant. I have decided here to work with the recessed version. And in the corner, I used also this profile. I can also here add this light distribution curve, so you can see that here to highlight also the corners here in this room. I think it's very interesting, and another special solution here that we have not the rectangle form. So, and the other parts here of this track is built from the objects. So because I have the recessed version And first, because for the planning that I can import the line arrangement, I should use the import function that I will go directly to the homepage from Artemide. So you can search here also on the right, but I like to go down to the architectural indoor and search for the product directly here. We have the different pictures and the 8.24 system. So you see here the different solutions. The magnetic track that you can also use spots here for the flexible positioning. Then we have the diffused option and the sharpening, so direct lighting. Also some standalone versions. I want to have the diffused optic, so I click on that. It needs a second. So yeah, here it is. So you can see here also an example of line arrangement. In this big office, I go down. I want to have a white system, white color. I want to have recessed. And I need the length of 1.17 meters because that is perfect for my office and in the correlated color temperature of 3000 Kelvin. Then I get here my product. So I have only one. You can, if you like, download the data sheet. You can get a zip file with all information around about the products, or you can mark it also as a favorite. When you are registered, then you can have a list there. I click on the code, get more information to check it in, and then we can go here to the ULD file. That's perfect to use an ULD file because it's more representative. So I go to open, and then it should be in my project. I will move it to the other side. So you find here the active luminaire. That's my import. I have this length from 1.17 meters. You find it also here down under the picture. And to go forward, I would like to use the new line arrangement. So when I click on line arrangement, then you see that the mouse is active. So you have a little line here next to the arrow. And when I go here to the left down under this active window, you find more information about the arrangements. So the first part is the possibility to use the line arrangement according to the quantity, and the other one is according to distance. So in my case, I want to have here over the tables and over the shelf a line arrangement. I don't know how much luminaires I need here between these tracks. So I use in the first step the according to the distance. And then you find the information that you can write in a distance per meter, or that's new here per luminaire length. So you see when I have the mouse over, you get the luminaire length of 1.17 meters. At the moment I have zero luminaire length, but I can type in, for example, 1, and you see on the left side automatically the 1.17 meters of this length distance. So, or you can say 1.5, and it's automatically calculated by DIALux Evo. I want to have 0 luminaire distance, and then it is interesting how should be it measured here from the middle to the middle point of the luminaire, or edge to edge. And in my case, I want to have here the dimensioning edge to edge. And now you see we have minus, so I have to write in once again 0. And we have also the different alignments. So you can also use the mouse over. So you see it centered in the line. The first object should start with the start point or the central point here. So the center of the first luminaire should be here on the start point. In my case, I often use here the second one for the edge here on the start point. And then I can go in my project and create the first point, so the start point, and you see also what is new, that when the line is like an arrow, so you have a start point and at the end point it is an arrow, so you see the direction where you are going, and you can move here the line and you will become a preview on the pieces here or the quantity of the luminaires. So this orange lines, that is a surrounding of the light distribution curve, so the bounding box is called here also. And you see in that case, when I draw this line, I get 4 luminaires, and when it is a little bit shorter here, only 3 ones. So you see here the preview. Then I can click here the second point, the end point, and then the line is fixed. So automatically the line is active, and that's also new. Just find it here on the right. Edit line, this function was given before, but it is automatically now active, and I don't have to click on move to move the line. So I can go directly here on the line. You find my axis, and then I can move here my line on the best position directly. Click to the right, then it is this marked, and when I click once again, it is automatically in the function for moving the line. And also you can click the end or start point to move the line or make it longer, something like that. You find also the measure dimension line here, the length of the line, and at the moment it is 4.73 meters. It's also here the information for you in this part. Also interesting is the 3D view. I tell my participants in the seminars that they should be have a look at the ceiling here in the 3D view. Is the line or the luminaire really recessed in the ceiling? Sometimes it can be that's not perfectly placed, but here in that case it's okay. We can see that perfect, so we can use the second line. So when I go once again on draw line arrangement, you see that DIALux Evo used the last case. So you can directly go forward and draw more lines. You don't have to copy. You can if you like the copy function, but in the other part, you can only use the line arrangement. So once, and the second one here, I can draw the line arrangement. When I go on move here, because I want to have the edge points here that I can use with the shift key here, or I can use the shift key to deactivate the snap function. So you can really, you can move it really detailed, I will say like that. And then it is perfectly placed here. So in this part. So I have 3 line arrangements, and it's perfect here that we can use the diffused optic. Okay, so let me check the first part. It is okay. Yeah, it is good. So before I will go forward with the other part, so I want to show you also the arrangement according to quantity. I want to have a second survey. So it's for me very interesting to know, did you already try out the new version, DIALux Evo 9? So please answer. So we have 33% for yes and 27% not yet. So what's the reason there for the 27%? Maybe after this webinar you will use it. Please try it out. I think you can use the new functions very, very easily here. Okay. In the next step, I will show you the quantities, the solution about the quantities. So I use also one luminaire here from Artemide, and I want to have the spot. So I can also use the search function for the vector spot. You can write in the name. And yeah, here you find also different types. I need here the vector magnetic, because this is a spot you can use also for the A24 system. You see it here in the example of this project here, this picture. And yeah, also I want to have white. I want to have a beam round about 20 degree and also 3000 Kelvin. So we have here this new one, article number, and yeah, here also LDT PDF or LDT this luminaire file, but I prefer the ULD to have also a perfect 3D model. So then send it to DIALux, and yeah, here is the spot. You find the information here, and yeah, when I now draw the line arrangement, I want to have a spotlight here on the table and the shelves. So here on this side here in the front of the windows. So I go to this part here for the arrangement around according to the quantity. And I need 1, 2, 3 spots. So I type in my 3, the number. And alignment, I will decide first here to use the center into the line. So I can use here the corner of the table for the first part. You can move here the line around the line, and then you get the green help lines. That's very good here to use. And then I have here my line arrangement. So you see we have also preview. It's now a little a smaller spot, so you will find here also this information. And yeah, before I have used the other line, I don't give you the information what is also given here on the line. So I think I should do this once again. So I draw the line arrangement first here in this part, once again with the other luminaire. Let me see here. I click on this one. Once again, it's easier. So draw this line arrangement once again. So now you see we have the preview. I will click here on this part or move the line once with the other distance, because you have here also information about the center point here of the line. So we have here the axis in green and red. So you have here also the center point. That is very important. And you have blue axis here, and you can click on them too to move luminaires only here on this axis of this line. So maybe there's a room element that you can place it here, then you can move it some centimeter here to the right or left. Or when you want to delete a luminaire, you have to click here only on the luminaire. So you have to zoom in to move only one. And then you can also delete this luminaire here on the line if you like. So one click, you have all, and the next click you can also move only one luminaire. You get also the information there. So that is what I have forgotten here. Yeah, and when I go back to my line arrangement from the spots, you see also here the axis, and I can move also the spots if I like here, but perfectly placed, which is for me okay here on this part. There's also only this in the middle. I want to move a little bit to the right. So directly without clicking here on the mode on the top. So it should be also in the middle of the track I have prepared before. And let me check also here the mountain height. So you see it is a little bit suspended or down under the ceiling. So I move it up. So please check it each time or check each time the mountain height. So, and when you when you are using the display options and the second tool here from the right, show light visualization, then you can click on only one luminaire. And you see automatically the light distribution here, the light visualization without calculating. And the spot has also here this function for the joints. So same one like this. When you click on added joints, you can click once again on the spot or the luminaire here, and you can write or move here this rotation. So you get here the best angle in the preview. Let me check like this. And on the left, I can write in, for example, -12. So it's only one luminaire. I click on the next one. I write in -12 and also the last one in this part. Here's also a tip. First, place only one spot on the line. Then you can adjust here the rotation angle. And then you can increase the number of luminaires here on the line, and all luminaires will have the same angle. So it's more efficient for your planning. Okay. Yes, that is the positioning of quantity. And when I say once again, draw line arrangement, you'll see that DIALux Evo has used the positionings or the details of the positioning before. So the number of quantity was 3. I will use in the next part, for example, 5. And when I now click and draw a line, you see I have automatically a preview of 5 luminaires here on the line. I can make it shorter here, maybe 3 meters. You see then the distance of the luminaires are next to 56 centimeter, or I use the whole length here in the room, and you see I can also use a distance of 2 meters. So you have it here given with the dimension lines automatically. It's very helpful for you. Yeah, and try out the different alignments if you want. So maybe it should be start here with the start and end point. Yeah, with the spots, it is not so necessary here to define this part because it's a short or small dimension here of the luminaire. Okay, so I delete this part. I have used the different types, and let me see, have I forgotten some informations? No, it's okay. So one hint for the track. So when you are using it as a pendant solution, then it's very interesting that you can get this track system also with an indirect light distribution. So you have to the room your magnetic track for the spots, and you have an indirect light for the illumination of the ceiling. I think that's also very good here to know. So please have a look on the different possibilities there. You can use it on walls and ceilings. You can have corners and also here the curves. So create your own elements in your room. I think that's very good. Okay, yeah, perfect. So I will show you the last or the final solution. I have another project. It is calculated, and you see the light visualization here on the part. So the diffused lines and the spotlights. Also it's for the illumination of the back wall here and the pictures. And in the foyer we used the alphabet of light. I think that's also very representative for the big foyer. So it is very exciting here. And for that, I want to give you the information that you can use also the plugin from Artemide. So when you open it, I will show you what I have used. When I go to my favorites, then you see that I have saved my favorites here for the word DIALux. So you can have the different letters here from the alphabet. Okay. So here is opened. You get another window for the plugin catalog. You can go to search by name, and I will write in alphabet of light, so alphabet, and you get here the whole alphabet in the different letters, so you can use them as an own luminaire for creating words, for example. And you have also here the numbers, so you can use them also. I think that's very cool. And that's easy to use here with a plugin. You have also there straight and curves elements, so please try it out like me here on the reception desk here at the wall. Yeah, and then I want to go to the documentation. and show you the line arrangement. But before I do that, I will go and have another survey. I will start it because I think that's interesting for our colleagues from Artemide. So, which of these following products do you know or have you used already? So please answer. I will also show you the result. So 27% for the 8.39 system. Yeah, that's next to the 8.24 system. Okay, 16% for the Eckboard luminaire, 30% for the Sharp, 47% for the O, and 13% the Tetragonal for the exterior lighting. Okay, thank you very much. I think that's good for our colleagues. Perfect. Yeah, so I will show you the documentation part. Please, yeah, use also the advantage that you can here implement or import also the different visualizations here for the project cover, for example, also. And when I go to our room for the Office 2.1, you see also here you can have different descriptions. I think it's also good for the client yeah, to show or to explain what is your concept there. And then we have the summary. I will show that also because here in this part you can use the other format. Here we have the possibility to use different layouts. You can hide also the values if you like, that you have only the ISO lines, but you see here also the luminaires and yeah, the furniture. So yeah, I think that's very good for you to know that you can use the other format so your room is more or better to see here in detail. Yeah, and then I want to have the luminaire layout plan. That's very good because there you find also the information about the line arrangements. At the moment, it is very empty. I think that's not so the best case for the presentation. If you like, you can also show the DWG file or your image file, which you have imported in the background. In my case, I have no file, so I can't show it, but I can use here that I want to see the furniture. So that I have used here from DIALux Evo, that's very good here. And yeah, here it is. You see now you can better yeah, see the different arrangements. And the arrangement has here the symbol of the circle. So A1 to A5, for example, that's the different arrangements. Don't have a look on the different numbers here because I have tried out to find the best solution here in this case. And then I have deleted and placed new luminaires. So the numbers are not in the perfect order. But when you do this like me before in the other project, then you have the perfect order here. Yeah, and in the next part, you get the information. You find here the information about the luminaire. In the best part here, in the best case, also the ticker number and the more information, also the length, color temperature. And then you get here information about the arrangement. For example, arrangement A1. You have an index for the luminaire, so 1, 2, 3, and 18. They are here in the arrangement of A1. And you see the information what you are using. So outer edge to outer edge with a distance of 0 meter and 4 luminaires on this line. I think that's very interesting here to see. And we can use that also for the vector spot, for example, here. To place it yeah, flexible. You see here that the distances are not equal because I have used the best positioning here, like or depending to the furniture. So I have no distances. It is here written. It is arrangement A2, and we have here the index to the luminaires. So you can give this information also to your customer. I think that's very good to know that you have here the best understanding. If you like, you can also use dimension lines and implement it in your part. You can here activate this checkbox that you can also see some dimension lines here if you want. So please try it out, and then you can save it later as a PDF if you want. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So that's the part here in DIALux Evo. I want to ask you if there are any questions which are not clear. So you can write also some questions now. Let me check here the question box. Aha, here's a question. Can you rotate in the same time the luminaire rotation? Yeah, you can. So you can also rotate. So my tip was that you only use one luminaire, then you write in the rotation, and you can make the number of luminaires here higher. Or you can, let me check it here in this part, draw here this rectangle to activate different luminaires, or you can use the shift key to use the rotation, sorry, in this part, in the luminaires. So first here, here, and then you have also information about the rotation here in this part. So you can try it out here. Also interesting, I think, when you have the line arrangement, and it's clearer here on this part, you can also use here the rotation for the 90 degree. You see directly the luminaire here is rotated in the angle of 90 degree. That's also very cool, I think. Okay, so let me check once again. Yeah. What is made? I don't understand the last question. You have made S-shaped luminaire at reception. What is made by arrangement or single? Ah, was it made? Ah, yeah. No, yes. Now I understand. Yes, it was not so easy for me to create this shape here in the foyer. This is really used here. I have used different types of the alphabet of light. So you see here the system. And yeah, I have tried it out and created this individual form here. I liked it very much, and I liked also to have one line here in the corner. Yeah, I think it's very good here to highlight this corner. I like this way. Yeah, and I created here with different parts. You see now here, this is also used of different parts. I have build a group. So you see here when I'm under copy and arrange, you can group also some luminaires, because when you are moving the best position and you want to find best position, you can also group build a group of different luminaires. And in this part here, this is one group, and then I have used here the different parts. Yeah, and you can create it. Here is very important for you to check it also here in the views from the in the 2D view. It is very good placed here on the right axis, that it is perfectly on the wall. Yeah, and then you can create it. And I think it's very good here. And you can go next to here. Here you see it's not perfectly blended. It needs a little bit time. But yeah, then you can create different luminaire arrangements and be very creative. I like it very much. And when it is calculated here in the other part, when I go back, you see it. And when you have a rendering on the export, you have also here the mirror effect of the windows. I like it very much. Okay, so let me think. Aha, yeah, it looks like the track was ready before inserting luminaires. Could you please explain how you put the track on the ceiling? Yeah, because of this webinar, I prepared the project before, yeah, and I tried out the best lighting design for the office. And in that part, I found out that I want to have here the 3 arrangements. And then I know here the distances for the track. And when it is not a track from Artemide with this indirect lighting for pendant, then I used only a cube, and then I have created here a cube in the length. So it's a small cube. You can scale the cube in this format, and then you have here the different parts. I would like to give you the information that you can write your questions also after the webinar to Mr. Reimer or Mr. Rommerskirchen. They had offered here to be in contact with you. So you find here also the contact dates in this part. And the next step, I want to give you an overview about the new version. So 9.1, what is given there? So we want to have here the new field arrangement, because the line arrangement here is perfectly implemented. And now we need also the field arrangement that you can plan here perfectly in the X and Y direction, also by number and distance and so on. Then we have new content in the documentation. So the cover page will be useful, or you can use their logo. You find a different page or an extra page for the control groups of all light scenes when you are using light scenes. And you can also use or implement here the pictures better on the descriptions side and the picture sides, so you can define it in more detail for a best layout. And we have also a new Pro functionality for the export. So that means that we want to give you the possibility that you can export different formats from DIALux to use it in other programs. So for example, you can use them then the PowerPoint program for presentation, or Excel for calculation and offers. And so you can export the content of your project into other files. And it will be published, I think, in the end of August. Then we have the prize draw from Artemide. I want to say thank you to Artemide that they make it possible. They want to give away a Ptolomeo table among all registrations. So you have to register for the architectural catalog and the newsletter. And it's very important to know that you use the registration number 2020. And the link to this registration we will send in our follow-up mail. So you get, in the beginning of the next week, you will get the follow-up email, and then you find there the link. So I think that's very good. Also, in our case here at DIAL, I want to say that we have different courses. Maybe for you, international, it is very interesting that we have also some online courses in different, with different topics in DIALux, in the lighting and smart building. And I'm in the team of the lighting design. So I want to say that we have a new course here, the expert for lighting design. We have this course produced here at DIAL, so in our white laboratory and the different offices. We made different videos and lessons. You get voluntary exercises, and it's based on the presence seminar of 5 days here at DIAL in Lüdenscheid. And this content for the presentation here live at DIAL, we are using this module here for the expert of lighting design. And you find here the information that we have produced 17 videos and so on. And when you are interested in that, I think I can show you here also this in at our homepage. So when you go on our homepage to training, all trainings, the lighting, then you find information here, the present days, the 5 days. We have some in webinars for DIALux Evo, and we have here the online course Expert for Lighting Design. And when you are more interested in that, then please open here the course schedule as a PDF. We have here the whole content. You find the timetable here, and you can go forward here from module 1 to the last module here, and yeah, you will learn the strategies for to create a good lighting design. I think it's a very attractive and good course, and I'm sure you will have fun with it. So yeah, it would be nice when you are interested in this course. Okay, so then I think we are at the end. Let me check here. Yeah, genau. Okay, I have a look on the questions. Yeah, here's also a question to the documentation in the room. Yeah, when you are there in the description page, you cannot configure the page and edit the title. Description page. Yeah, you can also. Let me check it here once again. I will answer this part here for the documentation. No, that one. So I think it's it will be clearer when we have the 9.1 program or version, because then it's more clearer. So when you are using the description page, you can't rename the title here, description, from DIALux. When you are importing or inserting more than one picture, let me check once again. I will click on add. When I have more than one, you get automatically more pages. The first one is the description, and the other ones are then possible for the images. And then you have also here different layouts. So, and when you are here on the description, you need to know where you can write in this text. Maybe that is a problem here. So I'm on the Office 2.1, and for that I have to go to construction and activate here under the spaces my room, and here you have the place for the description. But we will give you a link later in the next versions that you find also in the documentation part here, the text, the possibility for the text. I think, yeah, that's also interesting to know at the moment. Okay, so, but that is the last question I want to answer. And at the end, I want to say thank you for listening. I hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, I wish you all the best. And thank you also to Artemide that they had made it possible that we can give you here this information round about the line arrangement. And yeah, I will say thank you, bye-bye, and see you in the next webinar. Bye.